key, and if you want to avoid wastage when you're wrapping your presents, save money and make your own bows, then I'm going to show you how to make bows out of shapes in Cricut Design Space. Hi, I'm Sarah. I am the crafter and designer behind this channel, and I'm here to help you get the best out of your Cricut machine and to learn to become your own designer. And today we're going to make these super cute bows to add to your Christmas presents. So not only are they really easy to do, you can design them completely out of free shapes in Cricut Design Space, but it's a perfect way to use scraps. What I did with these is I had a piece of 12 by 12 and I thought that's what got me thinking I can do something with these. I can make them into a bow, because what you do is you save the scraps, don't you, for small presents, and then at the end of the year you get rid of them. And some of them I just had some little strips. So I just put all those onto my Cricut mats and cut lots actually of bows. So I went through all of my presents that I'd previously wrapped that I was going to go out and buy bows for, and I've added my own. They're so much nicer than adding a foil bow on. It's just a simple process in Cricut Design Space using a triangle, a circle, an oval and a square. It's that easy. So let's hop on to Cricut Design Space and I'm going to show you how to do it. So we're going to go into the free shapes bar and we're going to get our shapes. So we're going to start with an oval, then we're going to get a triangle, we need a square, and then lastly we need a circle. So once you've got all of your shapes, that's everything you're going to need to make your bow. You're just going to grab your oval, go to the top bar and unlock the shape and drag it. So you want to drag it into this sort of shape, so it's a really long flat oval. Then we're going to get the circle, make it a bit smaller, and we're going to pop it on the end. Now we're going to start duplicating, so we're going to duplicate our circle, go back and duplicate the oval, and then we're going to duplicate the circle and put it on the other end. Now I'm going to select all and duplicate it. That's just in case I make any mistakes. I'm going to go back to this and centrally align it, but I do want those end dots smaller because the middle dot does need to be bigger. So I'm just going to do that, make sure I align it. I'm going to drag a square up and unlock it. So I've duplicated it and then just dragged it up. And you want it so that it touches all of the top of your circle, but it wants to be long enough to wrap all the way around the middle. Now I can weld it together. So once that's welded together, I want to make the bottom parts of my bow, and they're going to be separate. The reason they're going to be separate is because if you're cutting on one-sided paper, if you cut it all as one piece, it doesn't back-to-back it, but it all makes sense when it cuts it. So get a square, I want you to drag it long, duplicate it, just in case you need another one. I'm going to move all of that out of the way now, that's just all my spare parts. So I'm going to just drag it a bit thinner, the sort of length I want for the bottom of my bow. I'm going to get my triangle, I'm going to unlock it and squash it so that the point is a bit smaller, and just hover it in there so it takes out the bottom. So then I can slice that out of the bottom and that will give me my bow shape, which is perfect. Now I'm going to duplicate it. It's going to go either end of the circle. So I'm going to want one at this side. It needs to be angled slightly. I mean, I don't suppose this matters here, but it's just so I can get visually what I want to achieve. And once I've got that, I can then duplicate it and put one at the other side. And it doesn't look anything like a bow at the moment, but it will. So now we're going to prepare it for cutting. So we're going to turn both of our bottom bow pieces on their side and hover them to the top. We don't want to cut them connected. We're going to attach them after, because as I said, if we're using single side wrapping paper, then this is really important because one side will flip when you cut it. So what I'm going to do then is I've welded them together, and this is purely to save space. So I'm going to get rid of all my extra bits and I'm just going to keep duplicating them. And I've got a 12 by 12 piece, so I want to cover the 12 by 12 piece. But it's important to have one saved to the side that you can just close the eye on. And that's because when you need an extra bow, you can go in, and as long as you've got a single bow, you can just pop a scrap on and cut it out, so it's just there for future use. But now I'm arranging everything how I want it to cut to save space. I'm going to save one copy to the side so that I can always go and use that, but this I'm going to weld together and then it will all fit on my mat. So I'm going to now send it to cut. There it is. So it's all there. Because I've welded it, it's gone exactly where I want it to go. This is wrapping paper, so I'm going to set it as, I think I'm going to, if you search paper, and I'm going to save it as copy paper and then do more pressure. I tried it on butcher paper and it just wasn't enough. But you've got to do what works best for your machine, because they do all cut slightly differently. I'm going to do it on more pressure and send it to cut. So it's on the mat. The beauty of this is it's a scrap of scrapping paper, so it's something that I'd have probably either wrapped up something tiny with, or it would have been one of those bits that I just saved and then ended up throwing away at the end of Christmas. So I'm using that. I've got it on a 12 by 12 mat, and I fit as many on as I can. I've set it on a paper setting, but it is on a green mat because it's so well stuck to the mat. What I've done is I've put this on an old mat because the mat's thin. It means that it won't stick down too much. You want it to get the balance of cutting through, but not sticking so much you can't get it off at the end. We have cut all of our bits out. I've just tried one and it worked. What I'm going to do is we're going to sit down. I'm going to just take you through how to build one, but they are super easy. So grab your bow and your 2 ribbons, and we're going to start by just popping these on here. So I'm using my double-sided tape gun because that is so much easier to use. And then what you're going to do is when you place this on, you're placing that facing you. So I'm going to do it at an angle because you want them to be more angled than straight. Pop that on there. Then I'm going to pop a bit of glue on there. That's why I love this tape gun, because it will just stick. Bit more tape, pop that on there, and then this middle will go round and round the back. So you're just going to put a bit of that over there, fold that over, and there is your bow. And the great thing is you can just use any strips you've got that are left over, and they're perfect. I think that just makes it a bit more different. I really like the way that looks rather than just sticking on a foil bow. You're making your own out of scraps, so there's less wastage of your paper, plus you're creating your own bows. Isn't that easy? I just love the fact that you can use your scraps, and again, it's just another way of not having any wastage and not having to buy foil bows or go out and buy expensive bows that you're going to stick on. You've got to put some ribbon because they never just blend right. Where if you're making them out of the same wrapping paper as your gift, they just naturally blend. They look great. And obviously I've made all the gift tags myself as well. All of those tutorials are on my channel. I'll pop the mug tutorial up in the corner. I never know which corner it's going to go in, but it will be there. I'll also pop the link for the shorts for my snowflake and for my snowman so that you can make your own gift tags. But now we've got the full package. All we need is one big roll of wrapping paper, and the rest you can do yourself easily and cheaply and avoiding wastage. Thank you so much for crafting along with me. I will see you next time, and happy crafting.